Hey guys, this is Brick, and welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. In the last episode, I made a mockery of the Bell Gargoyle. It was a little absurd, actually. I didn't expect to win so hard. And now, there are a couple ways we can go, but we're going to go the way that I want to go, which is past our good friend Andre the Blacksmith. Now, really quickly, just a note about Andre here. La la la. If you go to his purchasing items, under the keys you'll see this Crest of Artorias, which is something you will need later in the game. You can also do it now, but note that it costs 20,000 souls to get, so good luck saving that up. I know I'm really bad at saving in this game, so
be careful out there.
Not exactly the most fun. Oh, actually, I do need to buy something from you, friend, if you don't mind. I need arrows. Make sure you're always stocked on arrows. Just gonna throw that tip out right now. Oh, whoops. Buy another 30 arrows, so I got a good 50 in my pocket. I'll see you, buddy. Now we're gonna head down here past him, and there's a big, ugly, amputated stone demon of weirdness and doom. Now, easiest way to kill him. Be right where I'm standing. Shoot arrows at him all day. Make sure you poke in and out because it's kind of hard to get a good spot without accidentally shooting the column yourself. There are some good spots, obviously. Like, I think I just had one, but I lost it because he knocked me. Right there. You can do this for days. Well, I can't because I keep messing it up. But I'd prefer to fight him mano-a-mano, so run at his face. He does have an incredibly long range with his moves, just as a warning, but he's being capped up right now and shooting lightning at me, so I'm going to take advantage of the situation. But yeah, his spear's got quite a reach. And his tail as well. Ow, hey. I just... I'd really rather not lose that 11 humanity, so I'm gonna go back in there. Hey, big guy. Sorry I messed you up. I feel pretty bad. That was embarrassing. Even you were killing me, and you were like, man, this is stupid. Let's quickly grab my stuff. Now you can kill him right now, or you can completely bypass him and go through, but I'm gonna make sure I kill him, damn it, because he made a mockery of me. Ow, that damn tail gets me every time. He's got quite the reach. I would shoot him with my spell, Force, but Force does actually no damage. It only knocks enemies back, and that is pretty worthless against this guy. Come on, big man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the jumpy one. That one's kind of... Ow. Oh, boy, I'm dead again, aren't I? Nope, I'm alive. Ha, sucker. Drink. Oh, he's a little hoppy. He's very sporadic, isn't he? Sometimes he'll just be sitting there taking damage like he doesn't care, and then other times he'll just hop away really fast. The Balder Knight's sword does an impressive amount of damage on the heavy attack. Now, come on. I know you want to throw lightning at me. You can't hide your desires. Glug glug. Now, he is a permanently dead enemy, so once you kill him once, you want to deal with this again, which is another reason why I recommend killing him. Missed me, doofus. Ah, crap. Ah! Anyway, it's a lot of a war of attrition because he is made of stone. Therefore, he isn't exactly, like, gonna crumble under all your hits. Ow, but his tail is pissing me off. Oh, you're so... No, 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 no. That was a little scary of a laugh, wasn't it? All right, let's pick this up. Some Demon Titanite used to upgrade demon weapons. I know, it's a shocker. Only those guys drop those, actually. So killing them, once again, quite useful. Although, I don't think I've ever used a weapon that uses Demon Titanite. And now we're in a completely different place, aren't we? It's nighttime all of a sudden. It's rather gloomy forest type thing. And oh my god, is that a tree? Yep, that's a tree. It's possessed demonic foliage, as a matter of fact. Poof! And they crumble. So easy. Ain't nothing to these guys. But they do drop moss clumps, which will become unbelievably helpful in another time, I assure you. It's beyond helpful. Boop. Hello. I didn't do it. Pop. goes the treesel. Alright, now before we go forward this way, I'm actually going to take a quick side route. This route does go farther than I'm going to show currently, but I'm just going to get to the part that is important to me at this present moment. Because it's rather dangerous, actually. As you can tell by the cliffs. But the cliffs are not the danger, obviously. Now, up ahead, you can see him glowing there right now. It's actually not an item. The one on the bottom, I believe, is. But this one right here is a crystal lizard, which we're going to want to beat up. Make sure he doesn't disappear. It's not, you do get more than one chance at this guy, so if you come back after bonfire, you'll get it again. But those are useful, as you can probably assume. It's all Titanite stuff used to upgrade special things. The Twinkling Titanite is used to upgrade special weapons. Not dragon weapons and not demon weapons, but just special weapons. Now take this little higher route right here, and you will drop right here and get yourself some leather armor. And a longbow, which is actually better than the short bow. Shocker. It's got some betterness to it, and these feather arrows, which fly quite long, so they're very good for sniping. And the leather armor, which is a little heavier, and not quite as good as what I have, at least there. It is better than my chest piece. Ooh, look at that. Look how good I look. Look how fantastic I am. And look at all these hollow soldier helms. Oh my goodness. Let's check the pants, see if they're better. They are not. There you go. So now we have a new chest piece. I don't know if I like it anymore, but, you know, whatever. This is one of the few games where I will put usefulness over aesthetics. Now, that way is the way to some danger and some excitement, and we will be doing that another time, I assure you. But we're going to come from a different route, I think. Now, if we head this way, we're going to get what I came for, which is that guy right there. However, he does have a guard. And a guard that we're all very familiar with at this point, I hope. You're very familiar with his murder, anyway. Hello. And this one has a polearm, a glaive, which I quite like. And hopefully, with this 11 humanity, I get lucky and he drops it for me. Or drops something for me. That would be very cool, I think. Boop. Oh, ow. Come here. Let me show you my sword in your butt. Yeah, that was one hell of a comment, wasn't it? You're embarrassed by how fearsome I am in my vocal wordness. Oh boy. See, this sword definitely makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? Just owns them. Ooh. Ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You don't do that. Right in the pooper. Boop. Oh. Well, so much for maybe finding a weapon from him, but I did get the blue Titanite chunk, which is the Titanite used to upgrade magical weapons. So that's something, I guess.
This is Sparta!
And right here, we will get probably one of the most used shields in the game, the Grass Crest Shield. And the reason it is used so frequently is because it has very good defenses and it increases your stamina recovery. As you can see from that little arrow buff. This is Sparta! Anyway, we're going to go down here. I'm just going to activate this bonfire, even though we definitely don't want to go past it. Past it is dark and evil, scary, terrifying places that we just don't want to go to right now. But I'm going to level up right here, get a little bit more endurance. Man. That was funny. That was unexpected. Alright, anyway, I'm going to head back up to the top of this and go back to that main thing. Alright, we've been back to the top. Now, one thing I want to note is my destroyed, horrible frame rate is actually a part of fraps being used with this graphics fix. Which is, I guess that's my fault, because I could just go with the original graphics, but come on, it looks so good. How can you take that from me? The drop rate on those clumps of moss is quite good. However, red is not what we want. We want purple moss, and most importantly, we want blooming purple moss. Blooming purple moss is where it's at. Now, we'll get to that item later. Don't worry about it. We got this guy. He's rather, he's affectionate. They're all very affectionate, aren't they? Boop. Oh, hey. Hey. Whoa, you're a bouncy tree. Never seen a tree jump like that. And nothing out of the ordinary there. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, come on. Oh, now watch out for that attack. That attack that he just did right there is the only one that you really need to be worried about with these guys. He will stab you with his big prickly head, and he will just bleed you out. And it does quite a bit of damage. Grab that right there. Now we go down here. Hello, jumping off ahead. Don't listen to him. That is the door that you will be using the Crest of Artorias at, which is the 20,000 soul thing. Now, there's probably going to be a lot of notes telling you right here. Try attacking. Do it. Bam. That's just a... Don't worry about that. That's a phantom. That's not actually someone there. Take a seat right here. And we have a bonfire in the middle of the Darkroot forest, which is quite helpful, if I do say so myself. I'm going to quickly repair things just in case. And also, it just makes me anal seeing all these different things on this list. So I'm going to hit repair on all of that. And we're going to head out once more to the right of the door. Now, if this spot over here to the right doesn't scream of ambush to you, then you're some kind of idiot. I'm sorry, but it's just true. Now, it's almost not worth going to because the item itself is not that great. But you can at least get some purple moss clumps, which are the much better kind. As soon as you pick this up, pop goes the tree, people. Now, these can be somewhat hard to deal with in a big group, so make sure that you dispatch them quickly so you aren't overwhelmed. For too long, anyway. Frickin' moss clumps everywhere. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. There is a merchant we will find later that you can buy those from, but it's easy to farm them here, so you might as well. And we traverse the white light. Faker. It's all fake. Now, this is pretty much the heart of the Darkroot forest. The basin is what we were going to head to down below, but I decided that we should not as of yet. Now, this place is a little scary because it's dark and crickets, man. You hear the crickets everywhere. Let's see what happened to this poor guy. Just kind of stood there and died. That was uninteresting. Wow, I wonder if there's a frickin' tree here. Yeah, they don't really do a good job of disguising themselves, do they? Go away. Give me that blood red moss, which I'll probably... I don't need the blood red stuff, I don't think. Now, if we head over here... It's a funny looking tree, isn't it? Yep, it is. It's not a tree, it's a two-headed snake thing! Very strange enemy that's literally, I think there's only 2 or 3 of them in this game. But they do have a chance to drop something called egg vermifuge, something like that, which is very useful in a very specific situation. But not this one. We're good right now. So we're going to first, before I cross this huge field and go right towards that big stony guy, which everybody with a brain knows is going to wake up, I'm going to walk over here and punch this funny looking tree a couple times. Actually, more than a couple times. It's rather stubborn. Hey. Hey. Die. Easy peasy. Now get this thing out of your way. And head down this passage. Passage, if you will. Now these guys, man, they freaked me out when I first saw them, but they are nothing but big pushovers, these frog rays. This weird... And he just sunk into the ground, so there you go. They're very strange looking, obviously, but they are nothing that you can't handle. bust another fake tree down. Wait for your stamina to recharge. These things are stronger than they need to be, I think. But it is a tree. Come to think of it, it is a tree. Now head on through here. You can hug this right wall if you so desire. Although I don't actually think there's a point to it. I just like hugging walls. What can I say? Ah, yes. Here's what I was looking for. You climb up here. Hear a lot of noise, like watery noises. Don't worry about that. I think. I'm starting to cross into the point of the game where I'm like 90% sure of everything. But yeah. Now here's our first Stone Knight, and he is right now casting something very rude, which has made me incredibly heavy. I can't roll, I can barely move. And I forget the name of the spell at the moment, but I really need to heal. And I got really lucky right there, and the spell has faded off, which means I have perfect mobility and I can just shatter him if he doesn't do that. And I don't just get hit by it like a dum-dum. There we go. Not too bad. They are Stone Knights, so if you don't have a really strong upgraded weapon like I do right now, it might be a little hard to kill them. Now, you'll notice we're up here. We're up above the thing. You know, the thing. And we picked up the Wolf Ring, which will boost our poise. Now, poise is incredibly useful. It gives you a good chance to not stop your animation, your attack animation, when you're hit. It won't make you stumble if you get smacked in the face with the sword. It will allow you to continue following through, which is really useful for PvP, although some people take way too much advantage of it. And it also is... It just... Oh! What are you doing here? I don't even remember you. I have no idea where this guy come from. I have no advice other than just, you know, he's a Stone Knight. Kill him. You can hear him from a mile away. If you see right there, I just got hit, but I did not stumble. And he's about to cast this stupid... I hate this. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll be sure to put it to you guys, because it's actually a spell that you can get yourself at some point in the game. Although I've never used miracles, so I don't quite know it off the top of my head. I know it's quite hated in PvP due to the fact that it totally slows you down like that and just makes you an easy target. However, while you're casting it, you're also an easy target. So, once again, hit or miss sort of thing. If they have a lot of poise, they can probably just block the, they can just ignore you when you try and stop them. So, thing to consider. Rise, froggy friends! Don't they look funny? I mean, look at them. What do you got on you? Some green bloom, you say? Green something. Green blossom? Blossom? I didn't like blossom much. It's all about vile bloom. Anyway, go around here. Grab this doohickey. And now we're gonna head back to when we walked in this area. Now I've made my way back to the bonfire because I need a little bit. I want to spend my souls and I needed more Estus. And I also have one other thing I want to do. I want to reverse my hollowing and make myself a human being. For a reason I will show you soon. Number one, it adds that nice chaos factor of, hey, maybe someone will try and murder me. And then this walkthrough will become much more interesting. But it's also for a summoning that I would like to do for this next fight, actually. And if you're making any sort of build similar than mine, I almost suggest you do the same. Now, these trees will be permanently awake once you piss them off once, so I recommend killing them each time. They actually give a decent amount of souls. Could be worse, right? Now just remember, you don't want to get hit by that grab attack. And besides that, pushovers. Just keep them at distance. Grab some more moss. This place is leaking with the stuff. And we're going to make our way across this for real this time. Now, I'm very thorough when I do areas like this, mostly because I'm a paranoid son of a bitch and I don't want to get snuck up on in the middle of a fight with something else. Also, I'd like to try and find one of those egg vermifuge things, so I'm going to kill this guy again. Now, if you can't tell, he's a lizard. He's a tree lizard, actually, is what they call him. He's got two giant snaky heads for some reason. Not very lizard-like, if you ask me, but that's not my call. I didn't name it. As much as I would have loved to. Wake up, big guy. I got something to talk to you about. Come on. Come on. When you move you. Those big heavy attacks always scare me because I always feel like I'm gonna get nailed. Now getting behind him, obviously, really easy to take care of him. Oh. Oh, you want to do that? Oh, I'm gonna beat you up while you do that. Oh no! You failed in your mission to protect the forest. How sad. Now that item right there is actually something I'm really desperate to get to. However, it's heavily guarded. If you can see properly, there are 2 stone knights and 2 tree people. And I think waking up one... Oh, look! It's actually not a tree people thing. This one is, though. And the one across is as well. Now, I'm going to try and take them one at a time, if at all possible. Sleep, my tree. Sleep. Or, actually, here's the technique I suggest. Grab everything and run. While I'm running, we will roll down the list of what that was. That was the elite armor set. That is the same set that was worn by Oscar, which was the guy that saved you at the very beginning of the game. He gave you the keys and he died, possibly falling to his death through the roof. Regardless, it's a very cool looking armor set and it's also actually pretty good. So, I'm going to clad myself in it and see if I don't get too heavy, because I think I would look rather spiffy. Indeed I do. But I'm now over halfway on my heaviness thing, which means, yes, my heaviness thing, which means I have this big, fat, totally unusable roll. So I'm going to mess with my gear a little bit, and I'll be back. All right, so I changed out the pants and the boots from the Elite back to my Wanderer set, and now I am plenty light enough. Now, heavier armor will give you poise. In fact, if we look right there, you'll see I have 68 poise now. 40 of that is from the ring. 28 of that is from these 2 pieces of armor. Now, I'm not sure about this, so don't quote me on it, but I'm thinking this is correct. The number is the percentage chance of you being able to keep your position when you're attacked. Oh boy. Almost grabbed me with his head. Not really gonna happen, big guy. Now, I think I've wasted enough time in this episode just getting all these little things everywhere. I am going to book it. And why am I going to book it? Because I'm an idiot. That's why. Actually, I'm just going to try and avoid everything. That's probably the best plan. I'm going to kill this guy because I have a feeling he's just going to walk up behind me. You've just been... Poor Jill right here. It's actually a woman. This tree is a woman, in case you weren't previously aware. Jill the tree. It's a very sad story, really. Now we're going to want to go this way. Right on across to these ruins. Hey, big guy, don't worry about me. And get past this big guy, who is right in front of the damn door. Go through here. And right under here, if you're human, you can touch the summon sign and summon the witch Beatrice. Now, these guys can't get in, thank God, because otherwise I'd be dying. Now, the reason I am summoning, usually I would take something on my own, but this next boss, which this is a... Oh, God, they can get in. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, shit. No, run! Run! I done goofed. I think the witch is taking care of them, actually. I'm saving you! Look at her. She's owning them. Witch Beatrice already killed one, and she is moving on to the other. And she is a fine example of how sorcery is totally OP. Excellent work, Witch Beatrice. She's a lovely lady. Now, the reason I'm taking her with me, now that we're out of that state of total panic, is because this boss is mostly fought at range, and I'd rather not use my arrows. And I'd like to display the summoning mechanic a little bit. Now, if we pass through here, we will meet the boss, who is definitely one of the more beautiful bosses. With some of the prettiest music, although this music is actually Gwendolyn's music, who we have not met yet. But Beatrice over here is basically going to own the crap out of this thing for us, while we sit here with our shield and try and avoid as much damage as possible, because damn, this thing can hurt. It also does some pretty cool stuff, and it uses magic damage, which means we won't block as much. But if you see, Beatrice is doing a very good job of doing what I specified, which is owning the butterfly. Now, if it expends enough power, this boss does not need to be fought at range, but expends enough juice and it lands, which is where I can take over and beat the crap out of it for a while. But don't think you're safe here. It will eventually start glowing and explode, and that is not like that. So you want to make sure you're far enough back that that doesn't hit you. Now I'm going to spend a little time shooting at it. Although, if you can see, I tickled it basically. I did no damage at all. Those big following ones are probably the most dangerous. But there it goes. And you also gain the Moonlight Butterfly Soul. Now, boss souls are going to start popping up now. We're going to start seeing those a lot more often. And they are used to craft special weapons, which the Moonlight Soul can be turned into, I believe, the Moonlight Spear. I don't know if there are any other options. I'll put it up if I can. But basically, you have to do a lot of upgrading to a spear and then combine it with the soul at a special blacksmith. It's very confusing overall. Anyway, you can also, if you don't want to make it into a weapon, you can spend the soul, which will give you a pretty good amount of souls that you can use. Souls that you can use to upgrade, which isn't bad. Now, I'm going to reach the top of this tower and get what I came for, which is, if I ever get there, circly, 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 which is from this dead, ashen, frozen blacksmith. He'll give me the Watchtower basement key and a Divine Ember, which is used, and a Homer Bone, which the Divine Ember is used to upgrade weapons into a divine state. Now, divine meaning it will stop scaling so much with dexterity or strength and start actually gaining more power from faith, which is very useful for a mage character to actually have a decent weapon. Now, where was I? What was I about to use? I'm about to use a Homeward Bone to get myself back because I have a surplus of these things. And on my way back, I'm going to thank you guys for watching. Seriously, I know this one was probably a little rambly, a little boring, but I hope I showed you everything that I could. I'm going to rest at this bonfire, level up my endurance to 20, and maybe get a little faith in there. Yeah, I think so. All right. That's it for me. I'll see you guys next time. I'm done with you people.